Nick with Temple of Geek, and I'm here with the legend Jeremy Piven.
Yeah.
First off, you're here at Comic-Con, and you're talking about like battling dinosaurs. Could you tell me? Could you tell me
It's perfect.
what it feels like for that?
Oh, it's perfect. This is the place where I think dinosaurs are well received.
Well received.
They're definitely bigger stars than any of us. I'm an actual dinosaur, and good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. There's so many bad jokes that I want to make right now. It feels very surreal, but also I'm playing. It's the Vietnam era, and that's the time period that we're playing. And Luke shot it so perfectly, and we shot it in Australia, which has a very similar terrain and feel to Vietnam. So we were lucky to shoot it over there, and it looks great, and I'm proud of it.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character that you're playing in this?
Jericho is one of these generals that he's very passionate, old school general, who we open on him where he just lost a bunch of his Green Berets out there. You don't know what he's a guy that's seen everything, but he's never seen this. And then suddenly he comes across a dinosaur tooth, and nothing's making sense. And I love taking these two worlds and having them clash.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of fun.
What are you excited for audiences to experience with this movie?
I think something that, it's hard to give them something new and original, but this is taking two genres that we've loved and putting them together. Jurassic Park, Full Metal Jacket, Full Metal Jurassic.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes. And you're not a dinosaur. Your career's been awesome. I love following you.
Thank you, buddy.
And I'm here with Luke Sparke.
Yes.
And so you're bringing your film here to San Diego Comic-Con. What is that experience for you?
Well, I think it's a first for Australian films. I don't think any Australian films had a massive panel here at Comic-Con, so that's a privilege in itself. And just to bring it to the fans and show the hard work all our team's been doing has just been wonderful.
So not only Comic-Con is a perfect place for dinosaurs, for going up against dinosaurs, but you also have an all-star cast. How is it for you making the movie with kind of that perfect mix?
Yeah, I loved it. I'm a big fanboy, right? I used to come to cons. Now I'm here making movies with cons. So I like to cast people that I want to work with and who I've grown up, idolizing. Jeremy Piven, I loved Tricia. You can probably see my casting choices based off the fandom that I'm into.
Yeah.
It was just a great everyday experience just to sit and talk to them about their career and also help guide them on this dinosaur journey.
So seeing the trailer, still a lot of mystery to the movie itself. You're not revealing too much. What are you excited for audiences to experience with Primitive War?
Yeah, I think it's just a great sort of this it's military based, but it's also this almost adventure through this weirdly Vietnam jungles with there's caves and there's rivers and there's bases. We can't go through a whole menagerie of locations, and then the climax is like my favorite part of the movie. So I can't wait for them to see that because I hate trailers that spoil movies.
Yeah.
And this trailer does not do that. I cut this one myself, and there's a whole bunch in there in this movie that's not in this trailer.
That's perfect. Was there a specific story reason for choosing the Vietnam War for this?
Well, it's based on the book and the comic that has it in there. I think Ethan, just kind of like myself, it's an interesting dynamic having the jungle with the dinosaurs, the Viet Cong, the way the Americans fought that war is very similar-ish, and you put it all together and it starts really psyching out soldiers. So I just think that's just a great mix that just works. And that's why when I saw it, I'm like, this will work, and I pitched the hell out of it for years and still had to go do it myself. So I hope it works because it's all on me.
Well, congratulations. You're here at Comic-Con, present your movie, and I think that's awesome. So I wish you all the luck on that.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
And I'm here with Ryan Kwanten. First off, you're here at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
And you're bringing a movie that is battling dinosaurs, which I think is like the perfect place to bring a movie like this to. What was it like for you to go against dinosaurs in a movie?
Well, firstly, like you said, Primitive War, the first Australian movie to ever be premiered at Comic-Con too.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's an independent movie, it sort of really gives me great faith in, the people that are behind Comic-Con and to the fans that are sort of showing up today in huge numbers. Really surprised by it because, you do these movies in a very kind of in a bubble of sorts, and to see it sort of get this life already before it's premiered, it feels pretty incredible. Yeah, even to be here.
Yeah, being here, I think it's awesome seeing the trailer. I'm always excited about dinosaurs, and I always wish I could go against them. What can you tell me about your character in this film?
I can tell you that he's the leader of a recon team that sort of gets sent out on missions, and then they've just returned from a successful mission, but he's sent out by Jeremy's character, Colonel Jericho, to go and see what happened to a bunch of missing Green Berets. And what they end up discovering is not the Green Berets, but something far more ominous.
The mystery. Yeah.
I wonder what
I know we're saying dinosaurs, but there's a lot left.
And there's a lot of different types of dinosaurs in this movie. Dinosaurs that we haven't necessarily even seen in cinema before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And feathered dinosaurs.
I saw the feathers, the actual feathers
Yeah.
that people complain about that aren't in the other dinosaur movies. So being here at Comic-Con and having filmed this in Australia, right?
Yeah.
And having this Australia made independent film, what is that like for you in being able to be here with them?
Nothing but the utmost pride, and just feel very blessed. Like I said before, whoever's the powers that be behind Comic-Con and the fans, that combination is, it's beautiful. The fact that it's still, thriving like this, and being able to know that movies like this deserve just as much chance as the bigger tentpole ones.
I know there's things you can't say about the movie yet, but what are you excited for audiences to experience when watching this?
Look, the fact that we aren't all that as a species, that we have a lot to learn, and there's things out there that are, yes, bigger, but also smarter than we are. So maybe we should sort of, take a little gut check and sort of realize. I mean, that's the ultimate. That's sort of an overarching.
Yeah.
But more than that, just get ready for 2 hours, 10 minutes of heart-pounding action.
I'm always for that. I can't wait. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Yeah,
Pleasure. And I'm here with Tricia Helfer. I've been a fan of your career for a long time, Battlestar Galactica, Lucifer, and beyond.
Thank you.
And now you're diving into going against dinosaurs, kind of adding
Yes.
that to the list of things, which I think is awesome. And doing that here at Comic-Con. How was that for you, experiencing a movie like that?
It was incredible. It was such a good group of people. To getting the job, and I got the job like a week before I had to travel.
Oh wow!
So it was like a blur of that time period of like prepping at home to leave for that long, and studying, doing my research, learning my lines, learning my accent, like all this. It was a bit of a blur. And you get there, you travel across the planet, and you get there and you're like, what am I walking into? Like, it's a smaller budget indie film tackling this.
Yeah.
Got there, met the team, everybody was lovely, and just the dedication and the detail that they had with the costumes and the equipment, and I'm not talking about the camera equipment, but the helicopters, everything, the vehicles. And it's also a time period, right? It's the Vietnam War. It's not modern day. So there's that whole aspect complicating things as well. But once I got there and I saw the amount of work that had already been done on their side, I felt a lot more relieved. I was a little nervous going there.
You never know. Indie films, you
never know. And you're like, this is a big project, right?
It is.
Yeah.
And the trailer looks great. And seeing the new trailer, and I get to see a bit more of you. What can you tell us about your character in this?
I play Sophia Wagner. There's a few things I can't say about my character because it will give away some spoilers. But my character has recently gone through some pretty heavy trauma of her own, and she has been isolated, and she's been surviving without her team and alone out in the jungle surviving with dinosaurs. She's a paleontologist, so she was out studying, and she comes across this Vulture Squad out looking for their missing Green Berets.
Yeah.
There was a lot of trepidation with Sophia and this American Vulture Squad, but ultimately she needed their help, and turns out they needed her help too. So she becomes part of the team, in their quest to not only survive, but also try and fix a potential problem at the end. Again, that I can't say. I can't say what that is.
I'll take hints of spoilers. And this dealing with Vietnam definitely has like heavier themes to it, not just dealing with dinosaurs. What can you say then how that kind of played into this movie?
Well, the guys really, you know, I hand it to them with each of their characters, you know, obviously has gone through a lot of pretty exceptional and dangerous situations. So each of them is handling their own kind of trauma. There's some substance abuse issues. There's some, you know, suicidal tendencies, perhaps. There's like they've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, we had a military advisor on set, and I know Luke had ran the script for some, you know, to make sure that we could be as real as possible and as honorable and respectful as we can to it, because you know at the end you're also doing a film about dinosaurs and it's got to be fun and thrilling and exciting. But Luke, I don't know, I'm pointing at Nick to be Luke, but really wanted to make sure that it was grounded, respectful, and then once you had that base, then you could have fun with the dinosaurs, you know?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking to us. I hope you survived the dinosaurs. I haven't seen the movie. I hope you do survive the dinosaurs, though.
I hope I do, too.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, but I'm not going to say.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You.
I mean, obviously, this one's my favorite with the first name.
Yeah,
with the name. It's an obvious favorite. Right there. So you're battling dinosaurs is kind of living the dream. I mean, it just sounds awesome. I don't know a time where that didn't sound pretty sweet. But you're here at San Diego Comic-Con promoting a movie about battling dinosaurs. What is that experience for you?
I mean, it's crazy. It's the most insane concept for a movie, and I can't believe that we had a basically full ballroom for this little indie movie made in Australia. So that's killer, man. I never look. I don't get to do many movies anyway. Like I've only been a few, but I had so much fun making this, and I loved working with the squad and Tricia and everything. So it's really cool to be here, promoting a thing that is outperforming expectations, and that I actually liked working on. Not everything is fits into that category.
That's true, and you got to go out to Australia to film this.
It's time of my life. It's amazing. You'll see. I mean, in the movie, they had to doctor some of the shots and stuff to include mountains or whatever. But I'm a lot of that was just. Sorry, a lot of that is just the fucking jungle that we were shooting in. It's it's so picturesque. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I mean that was the other thing. It's hard to have a bad time where we were shooting.
True. Yeah. What can you tell us about your character in this movie?
I mean, I don't know exactly how he was conceived of, but I mean I think Luke kind of imagined him being like Bill Paxton in Alien or something, but
Game Over, man.
Yeah, but I was okay, well I'm not that. I can't do it. He's so and so I was just well I'm just gonna kind of do my thing, and which I'm not saying is not special or anything, but just I was I hope this works, and yeah, he's the way I ended up conceiving of him, sort of just a brash pain in the ass that just says annoying shit that almost ruins morale, but he's it's just annoying, just shut the fuck up, dude, you're making you're killing us, but at the same time he's he's atheist and shit like that, but it all comes from somewhere, and he's got everybody's back. So yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're gonna come through.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Nice meeting you.
Nice.